Hey guys, welcome back to the Cult Classic Kids Show, and today we're talking about the Netflix Queen Cleopatra TV series because, well, it is a bomb. It is a complete, total failure, flop. And, well, I can't help but laugh, but just to be upfront, I absolutely hate Netflix. I avidly call for Netflix's downfall. Companies like Netflix and Disney, well, they're inherently garbage. And what made me say no to Netflix and just unsubbed and have yet to resub and honestly never will was the whole cuties thing, in which they actually, put that garbage piece of shit movie out on their service and justified it and stood by it, which is absolutely disgusting because the portrayal and sexualization of minors is extremely disturbing to the mass majority of civilization. But here, what is particularly terrible about this Queen Cleopatra miniseries is the fact that, well, they race swapped Cleopatra herself. It's one of those things where it's like, okay, if you do it with, fictional characters, that's one thing. But when you literally do it with real life, having lived figures of history, it's completely another thing. It's a complete delusion. It is pretty insane because, well, documented historians have concluded that Cleopatra herself was essentially Greek and Macedonian, not black. She was African, but African doesn't necessarily mean black. So the fact that they race swapped Cleopatra and made her black, well, completely erupted Egypt. They feel as though, well, their history is being stolen by these fucking woke loser ass Hollywood rich elitists that think that they're allowed to just do this at their leisure. And we're talking about people such as Jada Pinkett Smith, who is behind this. And it's so on the nose and disrespectful because literally, apparently from what I've heard, the very beginning of this miniseries starts off with someone's fucking grandmother saying, yeah, don't believe what you heard in school. Cleopatra was actually black. And it's like, okay, you're just telling people to ignore history for your delusion to make you feel good about yourself. And it's the same thing with Jada Pinkett Smith herself. She was basically saying, oh, I wanted to do this to inspire my daughter. And it's just like, well, you could do that with actual, black historical figures that are noteworthy, not Cleopatra, who was not black. So yeah, when it comes down to it, it's really sad. The fact that people need this very superficial representation in order to feel good about themselves, when Jada Pinkett Smith herself is a testament to overcoming a lot of odds in society and being as successful as she is. Apparently, that's not enough for her daughter. She also needs to go out of her way to contribute to hijacking Egypt's history. So on that front, it's very disrespectful, disingenuous, and honestly, if it had been the other way around, Jada Pinkett Smith herself would be upset, and deservingly so. This would be called out, and deservingly so. But since apparently this is deemed okay, even though if it was happened in any other opposing manner, it wouldn't be. The funny thing about this is essentially, well, this miniseries is a bomb. It's a hot, steaming pile of shit. It has a 2% average audience score. Oh my god, and that's just apparently on Rotten Tomatoes. Now, the series, which debuted May 10th and is 6th in Netflix's top 10 list, presently has a 2% average audience score on Rotten Tomatoes and an average critic score of 11. So, the constantly criticized critics who tend to be all for, like, agenda-based social political politics, even said that, yeah, this miniseries is crusty ass cheeks. It is crusty garbage. And, well, the audience was even less nice. They go on to say the show did not fare better with the reviewers on IMDb, where it has a 1.1 out of 10 rating. As the time of publication, 94%, around 37,000 of the approximately 39,000 rating the show received gave it the lowest possible review. Forbes noted, fans usually rate things higher than critics, even bad shows. And the point being, a 1% audience score seems borderline mathematically impossible, even with the controversy the film attracted. And it's one thing that if you bring up the sentiment of review bombing, usually review bombing goes in both ways. And I'm sure that there's definitely some asshole pieces of shit that gave this, a 10 out of 10 and probably haven't even watched it. It's one of those things where usually that stuff cancels it out. But apparently, yes, this is so bad. The show is so disgustingly bad, and a failure that it garnered a 1.1 out of 10 rating on IMDb from the audience themselves. Netflix's Queen Cleopatra appears to have the worst audience score in TV history. The people have spoken. Egypt has spoken. And Hollywood, you can go fuck yourselves for this one, just like the last piece of crap you put out, and just like the future piece of crap you put out. People are not accepting your nonsense anymore. And from what I've heard, Egypt is apparently putting out their own docuseries that will be more historically accurate, because it's not necessarily about their direct representation. It's about the historical realities, the truth. So I definitely would be interested in seeing a historically accurate docuseries around Queen Cleopatra. I think that's definitely interesting. And coming from Egypt themselves, that's pretty cool. That's pretty dope. So with something that is a hot steaming pile of shit, hopefully good things will come of it that are better and not done by Hollywood woke retards. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this. If you can, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, Quick Kick if you'd like to continue the conversation, become a channel member if you'd like to have instant access to my Discord. It's actually been a while since I've done a non-video game related video, which is, I only do these when I feel inspired to do so, and I was very inspired to do so for personal reasons. But yeah, this is a sort of pop culture channel, but it's mostly just what I'm into or what I find interesting. I hope that you guys do enjoy this video, because it is different from what I've been putting out lately. But yeah, anyways, guys, with all being said, I'm out. Peace.